So I wanted to talk a little bit today about the Skechers Glide Step. And so I went ahead and wore these this whole entire week, work week, Monday through Friday. And I ran about I want to say about 50 miles um, scattered over the 5-day period, somewhere anywhere between 7 and 15 miles per day. I went ahead and wore these on some easy runs. I wore them on some faster, higher tempo runs with a couple friends who run a little bit faster. And I gave it a good 50 miles over this 5-day period. And I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on how these feel and what the kind of the purpose or what works best for me with these kind of shoes. Now, these Skechers shoes are kind of new in terms of getting into this marketplace with the having kind of the support and using them as like a jogging or running shoe, maybe a cross trainer or maybe a workout shoe. And I'll kind of give you an idea of what I plan to use these shoes with. Now, keep in mind that these Skechers are not anywhere near like these other Skechers I have. So I have these are called the Ultra Go shoes by Skechers. And these other ones here are these ones here are the Go Walk 4s, Skechers. And keep in mind that these three shoes, these Skechers shoes, these three of them are completely different. Now, I happened to pick up these pairs while I was in Japan, and these Skechers are extremely lightweight, and they're very, very light on your feet and very, very comfortable. These ones here are really more for walking around town, for support, cushiony feel, lightweight, feathery feel on your feet, and they're really more in terms of providing a lot of cushioning and support. Now, these are the lighter of the two, and so the Go 4 Walk shoes, they're fairly light, and they do have enough cushioning and support. But in terms of all, comparing the three Skechers that I have, the Go Walk 4s are actually the lightest in terms of the weight of the shoe, and it has that mesh top there, and it's extremely breathable. Now the Ultra Go Skechers, these ones here are more of the slip-on shoes. Has the Skechers air-cooled Goga mat insert sole inside, and you'll notice that the midsole and the support area, the cushiony portion, is quite extensive here, right? So we have a lot of cushioning support, and it's very, very soft, and it feels really light on your feet. And so in terms of both of these shoes, they are very lightweight, and they are very bouncy and cushiony. Now, that is really pretty much the opposite of the Glide Step. Now, the Glide Step is more of a structured shoe. You can't really twist and bend these shoes that much. There's really not a lot of bounce to them. And I guess a way to compare it is, you know how the Hoka Cliftons have a lot of support and feels a little bit bouncier in relation to, let's say, the Rincons, right? Even the Rincons with a little bit less support than versus the Cliftons, they felt a worldwide difference in terms of comparing it to the Glide Step. If I put on the Glide Step and then put on the Rincons with the less support versus the Cliftons, you definitely feel a lot more support, or a lot more bounce in the Rincons. And so I kind of tend to think that these shoes are made more for if you do have to wear them for running. I think they're really much better shoe for longer runs, maybe fast, higher tempo type runs. I ran with them, and these shoes are really great for the price point. They were on sale, I believe, for $69.99. They're typically, you can find them retail like on Amazon for $79.99, and I think a lot of other marketplaces will show them for $85. But you can get them for $79.99 pretty consistently on Amazon. And so that price point is quite a bit lower than like the Hokas and the Adidas Ultra Boosts and all these other shoes that are more in the $130 to $150, $160 range. So if you're looking for a lower price point shoe, I think you can't go wrong with the Skechers Glide Step. Now, in terms of me using them over this 5-day period during the work week, I've got to say that I have better running shoes than the Glide Steps. So I'm probably going to retire these shoes and not wear them for running because I have the Hokas and I have the New Balance and I have the Nike Zoom X, and they're far superior shoes versus the Skechers. If I didn't have them, then I definitely would wear the Skechers. But because I have these other high performance shoes, I probably won't use these Glide Steps for running at all. What I'll do is I'll probably use these when I do work out in the gym with a couple coworkers. And you know, during I think it was middle of this week on Wednesday, I did go with a coworker to 24-hour fitness, and we did some weights and did some running around in circles in the elevated walkway running track. And so in terms of the Glide Step, if you use them for your indoor workout or cross training, I think they're perfectly fine shoes for that purpose. There's not a lot of bounce regardless of how much midsole there is in this shoe. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of support there, and I'm sure there is, but it's more structured, and it's not very bouncy at all like the Hoka Cliftons are, or the Ultra Boost or the Zoom X. Completely different kind of shoe. So if you're looking for more of a structured shoe, more stable shoe, I think the Glide Step is for you. You still can jog in them. I'll probably use these more for indoor jogging around the indoor tracks and when I'm working out at the gym. But in terms of feel inside, felt great. My feet did not heat up. I think the cross knit stitch here was very, very breathable. And then, of course, with it being Skechers, they use a lot of that cooled air and marine foam, and had no problems with the feeling and the softness inside. And the tongue itself felt very secure, although it's not fully secure here on the top, right, except for on the very tip here, and a lot looser. The padding was more than sufficient, and padding here on the inside heel was was still supportive enough. It may not be a massive padding like some of these other shoes or like the Nike Zoom X Invincible Runs, but they basically did the job. And if you're very price conscious and need a shoe kind of more in the $79.99 range to $85 range, I think this Skechers Glide Step is a perfectly good cross training, indoor gym, jogging type shoe for you.